then the second time you can go step by step with me. Also, we will share with you the link that have the step by step for the lab and the hands-on, so you can use it later to train on it. So if you have a second device or a second screen, you can expand your screen or split it to work on it. Third part, it will be we go deep and dive into the Power Apps. So we'll understand the Canva. We'll talk about the model-driven apps, but we will focus on the Canvas app for this session. And next session, we'll talk about the model-driven app. The final part is to build our Canva app and to understand more and know more about the Dataverse. What is Dataverse? How I can create data table in Dataverse and create the app. So this is our agenda today. It will be very fun and very interactive. So use the emoji for like, and you can chat and ask questions as much as you want. So let's start. What is a Power Platform? The Power Platform is a low-code, no-code technology used and developed by Microsoft for their platform, and they provide a rapid way to develop an environment and building custom app for business need. You know, technology cannot work without the business need. So based on the agile business environment, we need an agile platform. The Power Platform give first the Power App under the Power Platform, and the Power Automate, the Power BI, chatbot or virtual bot, and now it's called, in the new update, called Copilot Studio, and the Power Pages. Also, under the Power App and related to the Power Automate, we have many connector, up to 900 connector, and we will talk about this in details later, and the AI Builder and the Dataverse. Dataverse is it's a type of cloud that we can build lots of tables, lots of relation between the tables, and it's on a cloud. Microsoft has built their own platform, ERP, Business Central, CRM, Sales, and other platform based on the Dataverse. So we have the Power App that we'll talk today and the next session about it. We have the Power Automate. The Power Automate is a process automation without need for an engineer to build it. We can do a workflow, let's say, to connect different applications together and to have a workflow working with us on the cloud and on-prem. Third tools, it will be the Power BI. So Power BI, it's the data analytic service that deliver insight for analytic data, for analyzing data. So we use it. We use the Power App to build an app to gather data. We use the Power Automate to do the workflow and take action. We use Power BI to display this insight and this analytic data. So input from the apps, output from Power BI, and the flow with the Power Automate. Talking about this, we need to know that the business value of the Power Platform is to change workforce expectation. Because business is changing fast, we need to do our technology in a fast way, in an agile way. Increased cost for custom application, you know, and we will see during this session a very important scenario, real life scenario built using Power App. You know that to build an app, it's very cost. So using Power App, we can, as a business, as a developer, as a let's say end user, and I need to build an app, I can use Power App to build a fast, reliable, and powerful app. Of course, the need to scale development efficiency, to have a power user, no need for expert developer to build our application. So the Power App built the application based on three models: Canvas, like a mobile app or tablet app, and that model driven, that we can add more charts, forms inside it, and be more immersive model inside it. And at the end, we can build a web app or website or a portal using the Power App. So the three model: Canva, model driven, and the web app. Taking this into consideration, so if I need to build an app, any type of app, I need a data for this, a database for Microsoft introduced to us the Dataverse. So Dataverse, as you see in the screenshot, have have many tables inside it, by default build it, and we can extend our own table. We can create and integrate our own table across many apps and services. This, as I said before, this Dataverse type, Microsoft use it in Dynamics 365, Office 365, Azure, and other services. So, saying that, Dataverse is a scalable data service and app platform which let us, as a user, securely store, manage data from multiple sources, and we can integrate it to build our business model or our business application in this way. The same as Power App built in under Power Platform, Microsoft built the Power Automate under the same platform. In the past, what's called Flow, Microsoft Flow. Now it's called Power Automate. So it's one platform, Power Platform. Under it, Power Apps and Power Automate. Power Automate, as you see, we have triggers. So when an email, like, let's say, arrive, it will trigger an action. This action maybe have a conditions. If no, yes. So I can build many automated solution using the Power Automate, and can link it to my apps on site, on cloud or on premise. As I built my Dataverse and I have my database, I can connect it to Power BI, and we'll see in the next sessions that Power BI can connect to a PDF document, can be connect to Excel, SQL server, whatever type of data, and he can merge the data and display charts, as you see, or dashboards inside the app or using the web parts. Also, using the Power Platform, the chatbot, we can build a very efficient chatbot without any experience building this as engineer. So, but if I have engineering skills, I can, of course, extend the work with the chatbot. So I can build it, as you see here. I can build through drag and drop and charts. Also, chatbot can be connected to my Dataverse, to my apps, to my websites, to my database. So we can be private bots to help me support my employee or my users, or to be public to help my clients and customers. So this course will be very easy to obtain the information and to apply it directly on my platform. So finally, with this overview, Microsoft give us a flexibility of the Power Platform, starting from building the database and data and services, like let's say Office 365 data, Dynamics 365, Dataverse, any type of data source, and third party. Here it's the connector role to connect to the third party outside Microsoft platform. Let's say like Google Drive, like any database like SAP, Oracle, any type of database. In addition to this, we can build the process automation using AI Builder. So do I need to build AI now? No, we can use a built-in AI and I can customize it to be inside my application. Power Automate, as I said, and other workflow approvals and actions. At the end, I will come to the user experience, so I can put it in a mobile app or web app or mixed reality into Power 8 chatbot, Power BI, or any other Microsoft interface like Teams, projects, and Office 365 product. So for this and all of this, we can use automated documents approval. We can create smart invoice processing, streamline day-to-day activity, improve daily employment productivity, and more and more. So the Microsoft, at the end of this overview, before we start our hands-on, the Microsoft Power Platform helped us to add value to any business by analyzing, acting, and automating. So analyzing by Power BI, acting by Power Apps, and automating by Power Automate in this way. Of course, we can add more tools like AI Builder, like chatbot, and other tools for this. Now, please, it's your turn. Scan the QR code. Let's answer this 3 questions in 3 minutes, 1 minute for each question. And let's see what you have as information for now for the Power App and Power Platform before we start our hands-on activity. So let's scan and start responding to the 3 questions. Waiting your response. So our question, it's about the Power Virtual Agent. What is it? Power Automate and the Power Pages. So scan the QR code from your phone and start answering the question. So we can go to the hands-on lab. Also, I will share the link of the questions on the chat, so it's can be easily. Okay.
I already shared it, Tarek. No worries.
Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, great. We have 100. Great. 1 minute, 1 more minute to see the answers. And okay, let's see the answer and check the correct answer also. So the correct answer is for the first one. Which of the following Microsoft Power Platform component would you use to create a customer-facing website with self-support option? It's a Power Pages. Right. Next. Your team has become frustrated with the number of time they have to complete basic data entry on a project startup because we have many division need to put data. So the correct answer is Power App. Oh, sorry, Power Automate. The third questions. Client like the idea of implementing a Microsoft Power Platform solution, but they're concerned about the ability to interact with a custom API. So most of the problem with the developing side of any application that we have in company or in our real life, we have a lots of application, so we need to connect it together. Application with no API, it'd be difficult to connect to it. So Microsoft Power Platform offers the ability to create a custom connector, not only the built-in connector, we can build our own connector to connect to other or third-party apps. So the correct answer is the first one, that Microsoft Power Platform offers the ability to create a custom connector in this way. So let's continue our session. So now we will start with our app, our first app. And our first app will be using Excel. So if you need to read about the step, you can scan the QR code and save it for you and wait for me to start step by step to implement this hands-on. So as I said before, we will use it. I will use or I will do the lab twice a time. First time I will use it step by step. Second time you can follow up with me and apply the steps. Great. So I will open the lab and start the first steps. To start the first step, I need to sign in to Microsoft 365. So I have account, I need to sign in. And after I sign in, it will go with me to the Office 365, to my Office 365. You need to sign into your Office 365 with your university account. You can click on the square or the 9 dots on the upper left. You will see most of favorite applications that you are using it. I can see that I have Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power BI. If you didn't see it here, you can search in the find by pressing Power App or searching for Power Apps, and you click on it. When you click on it, it will the studio. The studio, we'll zoom it out. Okay, so the studio is the location where we can work and build our application. So I will repeat the steps to start with the Power Apps Studio. I need to sign in to Office 365. It will ask me for username, password. It's my university username, password of my account. I will see that I have Power App Power Automate and Power App. If you couldn't see it in the main list, you can search it here, or also you can go to more app. After I located the application, I will start with the Power Apps. So I click and it will open like this. So this is the first step. We need to sign in and find our apps or studio. Second, it's very easy to build an app using Power App, as I said before. So first, I need the data. Data, I will use Excel as a data connector. When you go to the step-by-step link that I provided to you in the presentation as QR or in the chat as a step-by-step link, you can find it inside this chat. Now, you will see that they give us an Excel file. This Excel file, I need to download it from the lab environment and upload it to my OneDrive, the OneDrive that I have in the Office 365 account. So I uploaded its name, real estate properties. So you will find it in the link that I submitted in the chat now, and or when you scan the QR code, it will open. When you scan this QR code, it will open the step-by-step lab. So you can download it and re-upload it to OneDrive. This is the first step of my hands-on. Second, what I need to do is go to Power App here and press Create. Press Create. On the upper left, we have Home, Create, Learn, and I need to press Create. It opens to create your app. So I see that there is a different type of creation an app, connecting to a blank app using Dataverse, and this will continue with the next session, or sorry, next part, we'll do it. We have the SharePoint, Excel, SQL Server, through image, and this will, I will keep it for the end of the all sessions, and Figma. I will start with Excel here, press Excel. So I download the Excel file as a pre-made file. Second, I can upload it. I need to upload it to my OneDrive, and now we will see why we need to upload it to OneDrive. Third, I will open the Power Apps and press Create, then Excel. Okay. Refresh, and will work. Okay. So it comes to connection. If you remember from 5 minutes ago, I said Microsoft create connectors and connections. What is a connection? In your account, you will not see this as a first connector. You will see a blank list. You need to click on New Connection. If you see, we have Amazon, we have Apache, we have Azure, we have DB2, we have Dynamics 365. So Microsoft provides a lot of connectors to connect to using Power App. What is a connector? It's a third-party API connection with other application. What application I'm using now to create my app? It's the OneDrive. Not OneDrive, it's OneDrive for Business, because it's a OneDrive for Office 365. So if you see two OneDrive, the first OneDrive is the Hotmail, the free account, personal account. The second one is a OneDrive for Business, is the Office 365 account. I will click. He said, it asked me to create a connection. How we can create a connection? Press Create, and it will ask for username and password, credentials, the same of your university credential. After I sign in with it, it will ask to allow the access from Power App to Microsoft OneDrive for Business Office 365. Allow. It will go to my OneDrive. Yes, this is my OneDrive, lots of folders. If you see here, in my OneDrive, in my file, I have a folder called UAE Imagine Cup 24. Yes, the Excel file, Nazir asked, where did we get the Excel file? The Excel file in the link that I shared on the chat, learn.microsoft.com. If you click it, you can find at the first step, you can download it from there. Okay? So the Excel file are uploaded in the lab step by step. You can find the file on the top of the page. So I can download and I can upload the Excel on my OneDrive. I create a folder. I put the file inside the folder. So I need to go back here and search for the folder. I will put in the search UAE Imagine Cup. This is my folder. And this is the file. So I will go back one step for this demo. I need to download the Excel file. And after this, after we finish, I will let you know how we can create our own Excel file, not only the file that provided by the lab. I need to download it and upload it to OneDrive. Great. Second, I need to connect from Power Apps to OneDrive. As I said, when go to Power Apps, I press Create and press Excel. After the Excel, it will go to the connector or connection page. I will select. If I don't find any connector, and it's obviously will not find any connection because it's the first time you are building the app, you press on the connection, add connection, and you select the OneDrive for Business. OneDrive for Business, not OneDrive only, because OneDrive is for the private email from Outlook or Hotmail. So press connection, and we search for OneDrive for Business. It will ask to create and ask for my username and password, my university account, Office 365, and I will sign in. I will be here, select my Excel. I will find my table, select, and on the right corner, down right corner, I will press connect. And I will wait for a few seconds. A few seconds to build the app. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip. This is the app. I can press on the preview buttons here. So it's an app with, you can see it now, with add a new item, ID, image. I can put the owner, the price, and the size, let's say, and I can save it. It is. I can refresh, I can sort, and I can search. Voila, this is my first app. Also, I can preview it as a mobile app, how it's fit into the frame, or a tablet or iPad. Or I can use it as portrait, like this. So I can check if my app it's working fine. So if you couldn't find the Excel file, I will open the link in front of you. So we can tell you where to find it. If you open the file, the link, sorry, you will find here the Excel. So after the title, second line, real estate properties. You can press to download, then you can upload it to your OneDrive. Okay? So this is how we can create our app. But okay, how to upload it? Good question. After I open my OneDrive, I will open my OneDrive here, no problem. I can create a folder. Let's say I will name it my first app. Inside my first app, I can add a new file upload. I can locate the file and upload it to my OneDrive. Okay? Clear? Welcome. Okay, let's go back now after we finish the first hand-on and repeat the step one by one. Okay, ready? I need to see the emoji inside the team. Are you ready? Great, great, great. Thank you, guys. Okay, so first I need to go to the lab and download the Excel as we saw. Then we go to OneDrive, create the file, the folder, upload the file Excel inside the folder. Why I'm saying that? Because we need to organize our file, because in some cases we can have than one application. So we need to organize to see directly our file in this way. So what I did before, I created a UAE Imagine Cup and uploaded into here. I will open the Excel in this tab to let you see. Yes, Fatima. Okay, good. If you are using Windows, Zayed, if you are using Windows, because you ask if you downloaded, but you cannot find it. If you use Windows, go to the download folder inside Windows. You will see a zip file. You need to extract it and upload it. So if you see, this is the Excel file. It's normal Excel file. And if you see, this is the record that I added. Okay. Go back, upload. I downloaded. Yes, you need to unzip it. Salim. So I downloaded, I unzip the file, I upload the file. Second, after I upload the file, I went to Power App. I will go to the studio. This. Create. Excel. So download, unzip, upload to OneDrive, and go to Power Apps and press Create, press Excel. Clear? All is clear? To continue? Yes, Jamil.
No, by default, I pressed raise
No
instead
problem.
of
No
react.
problem. Yes, understood.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. I will press Excel. it might hang a little, but you can refresh it directly. It will be open. And you will see the connector. So the connectors are the way I need to connect my app to the data using Microsoft platform like OneDrive, like SharePoint, like SQL, or the third-party external Microsoft. So you will see here a clear panel, not like my panel. I have Dataverse and OneDrive. You will see a clear panel here, and you need to press new connection. Because we are using Office 365, what OneDrive I need to select? Can anyone help me in this? You can write in the chat.
Business.
Business, yes. Because we are using Office 365, business. Great, thank you. And put my credential. Here is an idea. If my friend, let's say, my friend Jamil or Muhammad have the file on their OneDrive, I connect to OneDrive using credentials. Okay, so I'm using my OneDrive. I'm use my credential. If I need to use another OneDrive, I need to use his credential or the other OneDrive credentials. Allow. I give the permission to connect to my OneDrive, and I search for my folder. You see why I put it in the folder? Because I have a lots of folder. I don't want to search inside each one. And select the Excel and select the table. That means that I can have multiple tables inside my Excel, but I need to connect to one table to use it in Power App. Excel, table, and in the bottom right, I will press connect, and the Power App start building my application. So this is the powerful of the Power App. I am not a developer, but I can build my app. The Excel file inside the link of the lab that I shared, and I will reopen my presentation. This is the Excel. This is the link. You can find it on the top under the title of the hands-on exercise. Of course, during this program, we will know more about the platform, how to use it, how to navigate with. Now, I built my welcome. I build my application. I can test it by preview. I can test it by previewing it. So I can add, delete. So I can go inside this and edit or delete it. It's a normal application. In addition, you can install Power Apps into your mobile, sign in with your university credential, and you will find the app on your phone. So you can use it inside your phone, not only in the studio. After you finish testing the app, as I said, you can see the dimension over many type of phone or mobile devices. Samsung, Apple, and you can add custom size if you have another type of mobile. Going back to the studio, we didn't finish yet. I need to save it. Give it a name. My first app for UAE Imagine Cup 25. Save. I save it. I didn't finish yet. I save it for myself. Nobody inside my tenants that mean the Office 365 or your university or your company cannot find it or see it. So I need to share and publish. Share. Sorry. I need to refresh. Okay. So I need I will refresh my page. So I save it so I don't lose my application. One. You need to use, Layan, you need to use the OneDrive for business, not the OneDrive. Okay? OneDrive for business. It's under the OneDrive. OneDrive is for Hotmail. OneDrive for business is for the Office 365 University or work. So I refresh my application or my portal. And after I save my mobile, don't worry, Layan. After this, I can publish or share my application. When I share it with the accounts, emails account under my tenants, it will give me, it will give them the ability to use it. So I go to app. This is my app. My first app, UAE Imagine Count 25. I can play it from here, edit. So to preview or to play is to see it as a real application. To edit, to go into the studio and see it. All is okay for now. Can I see like and emojis? Happy faces. Great, great, great. Okay. What's next? I will wait to load so we can see the share. How we can save it? Good question. When we finish creating our app, here on the top right, we have the save buttons. Save buttons. Here. You see it? So when go to my app inside the studio, I will find my application here. I am repeating because, of course, some of you will be working on the computer, so it will be disrupt or not focusing with us. So we repeat many times the same step. It's okay. Okay, so the save are here, the preview are here, and the share buttons are here. Share. Sure, we can create an app without Excel, with database, real database like Oracle, like Microsoft SQL Server, like Dataverse, and after 20 minutes, we will start building a new app without Excel with Dataverse. Yes, yes. Okay, Dina, 1 minute and I will tell you why. We share it with our tenants or our Office 365 colleague, so we can use it inside our company, our university. Let's say you as a student, university student, you need to build an app to collect information about an event. So you can do it and share it so they can open it on their mobile and enter the data you need. So here I can add emails, Office 365 emails inside my tenant and share it with them. Of course, I need to manage access as a permission. We will talk about it later, about the permission and the publish. Okay? I will close this. And I will start with the first question. The first question, an issue, while I'm testing my app, I am not getting permission to write. Yes, of course, because when you open the Excel file, you cannot write inside it. So you need to close the Excel file, and then after this, you can open the app and write inside it. Because Excel is a flat database, it's not a real database. So when we open the Excel, we cannot write inside it. so it will be read-only file. Okay? Clear? So you need to close the Excel file, then use the app. Yes, I will share. Yeah, no problem. Okay. I don't think I have the ability to share files here, but I will send you the direct link of the Excel file. No problem. Don't worry. Copy link. And this is the Excel file link directly. You can press and download directly. Regarding the OneDrive for Business, you need to ask someone in the IT or your supervisor in university. I can't help you on this. Okay. Someone asking, when choosing a file in Excel, I can't see the linked file. Also, I have unzipped it. Okay. You need to check it before you upload it to OneDrive. Check that the Excel file is correctly downloaded, then use it. Okay, please. Also, if you have a problem with to unzip it, I can copy or share link from here directly to your. Okay, edits. No, not editing. Yes, copy. Everyone, yes, apply. And this, it's an Excel file without the zip issue. Okay, try it. Thank you very much. Let's continue with our presentation. So, after this, we need to talk more about the Power App. Did you like the Power App? Did you like that you can create an app with 4 steps only? What do you think? Let's vote for it. I need 200 vote with yes. Okay, so it's the easy part. Let's start to create our app as a real app. Don't let's focus that Excel is a real application and the apps, and you will see that some enterprise build their app over the Excel file. Okay. Going back, and we are on time to talk about and deep dive into Power Apps understanding. And we will focus on Canva. We'll talk about the two types, but we will focus today about the Canva. So the Power App,
sorry
as
to
I said,
interrupt.
yes,
Can we just take a moment to inform the attendees about the attendance form? So my colleague Elsie will share an attendance form link in the chat now. Please take a minute to fill in your details. Make sure to fill in your school email address, not your personal email, the email that you received your Canvas credential. Okay, so Elsie will post the attendance form now. This is very important. You need to fill in the form to mark your attendance for the session. Thank you so much, Tariq. Just give us a minute before we proceed with the next task.
Okay.
Thank you. Please, once you are done filling the form, please give us a thumbs up just to make sure everyone in the session filled in the form. Thank you.
So we'll wait you to fill the form, please, and then we can continue our journey.
Yes, thank you, Tariq. It's actually really impressive that what you can do with just a simple Excel sheet. Create an application.
Yeah, and we have more and more of surprising for the
Well,
computer science guys.
super excited actually just to see what's coming in this session and the upcoming sessions, inshallah. So please make sure to fill in the attendance form. This is very important because this will help us to know exactly to track and know the number of attendees in each session. Just give us a thumbs up, or you can just like the post that I put in the chat, please. Okay, Elsie, can you share the link one more time, please? And put it in the QA section as well, if you don't mind. Thank you. So we'll give you one more minute. Tariq, we can again, you can continue at
So I will
8:05.
get my coffee now.
Yeah. You're most welcome, Abdurrahman. Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Heba. So make sure to fill in the form because we will, and make sure to put the full name and the email address because we will use that information to put it in the certificate, inshallah, at the end. And thank you so much, Tara. Again, I'm sorry for stopping.
No problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
So meanwhile, you are fill the form. Please note that you can watch the recording, and you need to practice. So practice will give you more skills to build the app, and you will notice that there is always a new technology inside the Power App. So Microsoft always updates the platform, update the portal with a new thing. So you need to go in and practice, not only read or watch the video, do your exercise and build your own app also. In the next step, and waiting you to finish the form, we will talk about, as I said, about the Canvas app and the model-driven app, but we'll talk more about the Canvas app, how to build it, what is their feature, and the option inside it. Then we'll go to another hands-on lab and exercise. We will build a Dataverse table. So we build our own data. Then we will go to build our own Canvas app from scratch. They might use a different type of building apps, but this is the easiest way to create using Microsoft technology an app. So they might use this or another type or way of application. But of course, as a prototype, it's a big bonus to have a Power Platform to build it and to do it as a prototype. Also, it's a real life application. You can apply it into the companies. And I know a lots of companies using the Power Apps to create a lots of application inside the business and the corporate.
Tara, I think you can continue now.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So as I was said, you can start building your skills from, like we build the app from scratch. We are building this skills from scratch. You have the skills from your university, from your based on your major, but now you can start build a technological skills step by step. So first session, first step, and next session we'll see another skills and another technology you can use. So we have two type of Power Apps model. First one is a Canvas app, and the second is a model-driven app. We will talk about it in details. But if you see the second point, work with data where it lives. Yani, that means you can connect the data to the data. Wherever it's the data is, between quotation. If you have an Excel file or you have a database in your company, on your server, on site, on the physical server, not on the cloud, you can connect Power App to it. But it needs more IT configuration. The easiest way to put it on the cloud, but we can. If someone asks, can we connect it to our local database? Yes, we can. So we will continue in details. Typically, that mean that what we think is what we get. So what I need to build, I can get it inside the Canvas app. Canvas app, it's like a pre-built design to build the business app without writing any traditional programming language like as C#, let's say. So I don't need, as you see, I didn't use any language. I use the Power App power to build my app using only Excel file. So we can design the app dragging and drop, and we will see it after a while. And we can change the design or use a template. We can use, as we said, Excel file, Dataverse, any type of data source to connect to my apps. So we can typically present and use a case or a scenario for an app like incident reporting, let's say face recognition application. It's very easy to build it. Object detection. So let's give a scenario because we can work on it later. Object detection for me, because I have a problem with my eyes, so I need something to help me to detect object in my room, let's say, or in my space work or whatever. So I can scan, it will detect the object me, this car, this is a currency, this is whatever, X, Y, Z. Or in the past, I built with my son an application to detect type of flowers. So he has a biology project. We built with Power App an AI to detect a type of flower, let's say. So it's very easy to do it using Power App. The
Sorry,
second
if you
type,
allow me.
yes,
Sorry,
yes,
Tariq, if you
yes,
allow me also to interject a bit in here.
yes,
Another
sure.
thing that we were engaged in building such software that will help actually in solving a real world problem was that we set one of the projects that we dealt with a group of students is that we have set up a camera in one of the streets, and we started taking snapshots over a period of a week and allowed all of these snapshots to be processed through a software that identified the cars that passed, and we were able to see what is the volume, what is the actual usage on that road, to understand whether this needs to be a wider road, a narrower road, where are the problems that are happening, in order to allow decision makers in actually moving forward with a decision on this road. And this is one of the things that we can use, one of the many things that we can use AI in order to help drive help the decision makers and drive their decision in the right direction. And as Tariq is saying, yani, all that this needs is a very is something that you can build on your own. You do not need to go to someone who's fancy and development and engage with him in so many things.
Yeah, right.
Thank you,
So,
Tariq.
welcome. So it's very easy, as I said, and we can go from easy step to complex step to build the application, and you will have the skills at the end of the program to do this. So no worry about it. Model-driven app, it's like Canva, but it's more complex. So I can add a chart inside it, forms. If you see it, it's like a fundraising application. So it has a dashboard. So it's more extended application. It's not a small application to data entry only. It's have a dashboard. It has the forms, calculated fields. All of this using the Dataverse. So same database, same data source, but different way to display it for end user. Maybe some end user can use Canva and put data inside the Dataverse, and other can see through model-driven app the result. So going back to the Power Apps in this way, I know now that I need to start from the Dataverse up to the application, not vice versa. So not the opposite way. I need to create my data, my tables, then I can build the application. So design-wise, I need to do this. It's very important to know that model-driven, the next session, we will talk about specifically model-driven, are especially suited to process-driven apps that are data-dense and make it easy for users to move between related records. So if you see here, you can see that we have a main panels. We have records here, tabs, not like the canvas. If you see the Canva, it's directly into the app. So we have a different perspective for application. If you need an easy to access app, Canvas app. If you need the complex and more details app, model-driven app. Talking about app and how about easy to use it inside enterprise, not only for training as we are now. Let's say, do you hear about, or do you know, do you know Heathrow Airport? If you know it, give me like. Heathrow Airport, it's one of the biggest airport in the world. It has, like, let's say, about 76,000 employee and 200, I think. Yes. I think a lots of traveler per single day. And when the decision maker of the Heathrow Airport take the decision to take or to obtain Office 365 into their corporate, they know that they are going to digital transformation and they are always open to technology advancement. But they didn't know that one of their employee know about Power Apps and built more than low-code development for 35 apps that give the employee of Heathrow to eliminate 75,000 pages of paperwork and reduce data entry up to 1,000 hours. So only creating an app do a lots of push for the business. I would like to share with you on the on the chat, sorry, the Heathrow link that you can read later to have an idea what's going on using Power App. So really, it's a real life scenario. You can read about it later after we finish our session, of course. So what is a Canva and how I can build a Canvas app? First, we learn about the basics, we do the exercise, and then go back and customize our app. We need to know the Power App Studio. You see it before. The Power App Studio is where I can create apps, and I have a lot of navigation and a lot of tools inside it. I need to select the app format. It's for mobile or for the tablet when I'm talking about the Canvas app. What is gallery? It's a display row. It's a gallery display row from table of data. So if I have a table of data, I can create a gallery to display it, not the usual thing of tables. Forms, it's a display details to enter data. Input control, like text input, buttons, drop down, toggles, and more. And intelligent control, like rich control, advanced operation, etc. And the most important, the functions. Can I ask if you are using as a student, do you use Excel function? If some products, all this function, do you use it? Great, Nora. Abdullah, yes. Mariam, yes. Of course. If you use Excel function, you can use Power Apps function because they are built in the same format. Okay? So let's go back and try to use our skill and using Power App. So this is a studio. You see the studio, but we don't see the other feature. We will see it now. And you can see that I can create a new app from SharePoint, OneDrive. We select in the past the Excel, but now we can select other than Excel. And you have a lot of templates. You know, most of developer, between quotation, don't build anything from scratch anymore. They use templates. So most of them use web templates, application templates. So Microsoft built a lot of templates inside the platform. You can use it to adapt and edit and reconfigure it for your business. Also, this is the form where we can put, this is a form that the Excel played the role of the form in the past app, in the first app that we created. But you can create a form without Excel with Dataverse. So you can create input field inside it. We can use the buttons, drag and drop. No need to configuration or to program it or develop it. You can drag and drop. Also, you can add inside it AI solution. We'll talk about the AI solution next session. We talk about two topics, model-driven and the AI builder. So we'll talk more in advanced level next session. This is a function. So the function, if you see it here, text input 1 plus text input 2. So what is 4965? It's 114. So this is a function. If you see this fx, it's the same function that we have it in Excel. Right? That let me go before I start the hands-on. Let me go to the website or the Power App page. Power App. This is app. Okay. And go back here to see the app. Create. You will see here that I have, let me check it like this. the templates. So if you go to a Power App and you press create, down there you have template, all templates. Assets checkout, budget checker, company pulse, contacts, whatever, from simple app to a complex app. You can see it. Okay, so you can build your app based on a template and you can reconfigure it or recustomize it based on your needs. Okay? First. Second, I will go to blank app before I go to the hands-on because it's necessary for us. Here you can see that I want to build a website, model-driven or Canva. I will create Canva for today. And I will give a name for my app. Always I will give my second app for UAE 25. So do we need it as a tablet or a phone? I will select phone, create. And voila, it will open the is empty. If you see the Excel, it have a record. This is empty because I didn't connect it to data. So the second question, do you work with PowerPoint? Anyone of you create a presentation and PowerPoint? So I asked for Excel, you said yes, you can use function, then you can use function in Power Apps. Do you use PowerPoint? Yes, you can use. So the PowerPoint, it's like this. The PowerPoint here, or the PowerPoint function is called slide. So each time I need to create one slide, second slide, third slide, yes? In Power App, you can create screen. Screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, blah, blah, all of this. Screen. Instead of page, instead of sheet, instead of slide, it's called screen in the Power Apps. So each screen has a functionality, display functionality, input functionality, camera functionality, whatever you need, you can name it. So you can build it. Manually, yes, we can build it. So when I create new screen here, I said I need a form screen. He built it with the form. But I need to connect, of course, to Dataverse to see the data. So let's see here. I have a form. I have app name, the title, and all other are icons. But if you see here in the function here, I will put it here like this. Here, I have a function. When we press on the right signal or the right symbol, it will submit the form, edit form 1. So the function is a command to do something. This on select, you see the function on select. We have a lots of function. Fill, a border color, border style. So instead of writing the code, I select the code and do the function for it, so it can work fine with me as a developer. Not even a junior or a student, even the professional developer can work on it, but they can benefit from the easy way of creating their platform or apps. Okay, so let's start with our hands-on. For the hands-on, we need first to create our database. I will reopen Power Apps. So please, as agreed before, focus with me for the first time. The second time you'll create your labs or your exercise, you will do it with me. So in the Power App, I have tables. You see? Table. Here, we contain the container of the Dataverse of my database. Okay? Before I continue, I need to explain something. In this data, I have three modes. First, I have developer mode or development mode where I can develop anything I need. Second, I have the sandbox mode. In developing, you can create and you need to test. Okay, this is the cycle of development. Create as a developer, test, then apply in the production. So I have a 3-mode environment: development mode, sandbox mode, and the production mode. If you see in my Power Platform, I have many environments. If I press here, I have a lots of environments. Each environment is a database. So I can create here, testing here, and this is my production or developing here. So as a developer, Power App developer, you can create a 3 environment. And at the first environment, you can use your skills to develop the application. If your client or someone need to test it, you can copy it to the sandbox. After this, if it's all is okay and you get the approval, you can go and put it in the production. So this only between quotation about the workflow of the development of an app. Now going back to the table, I will share with you the steps of the table here. So we will be on the same page together. And as always, the session will be recorded. You can attend the recording later, or you can get the link and do it yourself. So creating the table or the data modeling. First of all, I need to go to the Power App, table, new table, table advanced properties, table advanced properties. So they asked me to create a table called expenses. I already created the table, so I expenses 1, and I will put which you can't click on it, Zayed. So I create the table, I press new table advance, and I name it express 1. Okay, wait until the end. I will explain for you what you can do, because it's related to the environment. Okay, so I create the table, but I don't have the column yet. So I will go step by step to create the column. So please focus with me. First, I need to create the expense date. So we are building a table or data regarding expenses. Okay, back. Inside the table, I create the table called expenses 1, and I click edit. Then new column, the name will be expenses date. So date must be a date. So data type, when we are building a database, we need to take consideration about the data type. Date and time, no, it's date only. So date and time, date only, optional, and save. Before I save it, I need to go to the advanced properties. Here, a step and a hint for you. Time zone adjustment, I need to select date only. Why? Because if you open it in UAE, you will put the date and time in your side. But if I open it in US, it will be changed if I keep it time zone. So I need to put it date only, so it's fixed the date when you enter the data. Yes, regarding the table, give me a few minutes and I will get back to you how to create an environment that you can create advanced table. Save. So I create my first table and first column in my table. Second, I need to create the expense type. Here we need to also to take some tips. Expense type. So expenses will be a choice. drop-down menu choice. And because here I don't have a choice for the expanse, I need to create choices. So I will say expanse 1 or 2, 1, yes. Expanse 1, 2, and 3, and save it. Okay, okay, sorry. I have the same, but I need to create it for you. So we create the type of expenses. Okay. Then I open this and search for what I did create expand type. This one. Okay, save. So what I did, I create a column with like expanse type, and I put a choice inside it. So I can drop down and select the choice. Second, or third, I need to create the third column, the expense purpose. So, come in. Also, we go to choice and we create the choice for me. I will name it as also expenses or purpose 1 and 2, for example, of course, and 3. So I create the expenses, choices, purpose choices. Why I did this expenses, and I can select it from here. And now I will save it and let you see what I have. I think I need 2 columns only. Description column, item description. So I purchase something, I paid for it. I need to put the description. It will be text, but it will be not a simple, sorry, not a single line. It will be rich text area. So it will be a longer description field. Save it, and new final column, it called expenses amount. It will be currency type. Okay, so it's like building a table in Excel also, but we need to plan for it. Currency. Okay, simple, optional, and save. Now I created my table. I need to check it. After it's saved, great, back. This is expenses table. I will take to load. Okay, here, let's say test, expense date. Sorry, it needs to be refreshed. So 5. What's type of expenses? And purpose, description, testing app. Sorry, testing app. Let's say $1,000. Okay, so I put my data and it's worked fine. This is the first steps of the hands-on. Clear? For the people have some problem creating the table, wait a moment to finish, and then we will come back to fix it with you. Okay, I will tell you how to do it. Okay, so I built my data. I entered I built my table. I build my columns, I create my columns, and now I tested and it's work. Let's go to the second part of my hands-on. So my second part, as I said, you need to scan this to see the labs steps, and I will share also the link with you. So in this hands-on, we have two exercises to do it. First, build the table. Second, build the app. I send you the link. All is okay? Any question? I need more smiley faces. I can't work without smiley faces. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's go back and go back to our app. Our app from the beginning. I want to create a Canvas app. Press create. But this time not from the Excel, from Dataverse. It will load the connector, the data connector of Dataverse. Yes, we have about 5 minutes to finish the session. And no, this is not about the problem. It's about continuing the lab. So after I finish this, I will talk about the problem that might anyone face it. So it will open the connection, press, and go to Microsoft Dataverse, and press create, the same like the OneDrive. It will sync and ask for authorization, allow. So the same step, but I have tables. So my table is called, sorry, not this one, expansive. Expansives, use us. I will select and connect. I will wait, and done. Plus wait. So it's loading the data from the Dataverse into my studio. Done. So this is the record I recorded in the expenses. Of course, I can change the name whenever I want. My second app. Okay, so I created, but what is the difference? Here I have a real database, not a flat database like Excel. I have a Dataverse on the cloud. Of course, I can add, I can sort, I can refresh. And in this way, I can see here that I have a gallery. Sorry. Okay, 1 minute. I can see here that I have the gallery, and in the gallery, I will move this to here. I have advance of my gallery and the titles, and I can manipulate the position, the size, all of this. Let me select the whole gallery here. After I select the whole gallery, okay, you see the gallery here, advance. I see that I have on select what's the code, the fields that I have here. So I can connect my Dataverse to the Power App to create my application. And you can see here in the left, the screen 1, 2, and 3. Browser screen, detail screen, and edit screen. Browser screen, I can display what I have. 1 minute, please. Detail screen, I can see each record details. Edit screen, I can edit each record from it. So slide 1, if you go back to the PowerPoint, slide 1, 2, 3, or page 1, 2, 3, it's the My App. So I built my app. Can I customize it? Yes, you can. You can customize it. You can change the color. You can change everything you have. You can change the layout. So I press on the gallery and I can change layout. They select by default title and subtitle. I can put image and title, subtitle, and body. So it's changed. I can put background color. I can play. So background color here. Of course, I need to change all the background color, not only for one screen background color. Okay, understood? Any question? In the Power App, the question is from Zayed, if what do I click from choose table? So you are creating the app, you are into Dataverse, yes? Here the question, connect. And you can select your table from here. 1 minute. Yes, you select Dataverse and you click connection, Dataverse. Click new connection, Dataverse, create, authenticate, and allow. Then here you have lots of tables. You need to search for your table. I create a table called expansive and select. Yes, Dataverse. Understood? All's good? Zayed? Okay. Yes, going back to the table. I will go back and open a session for the table. Back this one. This is the final step, and we can end our session. So I need some of you can't create or cannot open the table advanced properties. Okay? Yes. Why? Because in your environment, it's your university environment, it's not your personal environment. It's not your account. You don't have a permission to create on behalf of university. So you need to click on the environment. Okay. And see under your name. Let's say my name is A1 student. So I have A1 environment. Do you have it? Click on the environment at the upper right corner. Environment. You will have your university, your environment, but you might find your student environment. Okay, great, no problem. If you couldn't find it, we have a workaround. You can go to create, you can go to the setting here, setting, admin center, environment. I will repeat the step. Setting. So I need to go back. Okay. Setting, admin center, environment. You will see that you have an empty. So you have an empty table here, not like my table, empty table. And you can create a new environment, give it your name, my name here, and select the best way to use it. Select developers or any one of this, but the best developer. But you can use trial, you can use sandbox, and save it. Okay, when you save it, it will be here, and in a few minutes you can switch to it and select from here. Understood? Clear?
I'm sorry, but I do have a question. So I've
Yes.
created a new environment under my name, but when I choose developer, unfortunately the Dataverse data store is enabled, so I don't have it.
Okay.
So I
When you
have to go
select,
to developer and
okay.
save it. It's unlike your thing because you do have store. Yes, I can't have Dataverse store. Oh, you kept the region as
Yeah.
Europe?
Yes.
Okay, let me
Keep all default, and only select the type. Even the type you can't keep it default and use it because it's a trial. It's not a real subscription.
Okay. Okay. Done. Thank you.
Yes. Regarding all the information here, except your name, keep all as default. Okay? So don't select currency, don't select anything. Keep default. Because it's a trial environment, it's not a production environment. So no need to change. Okay, Sarah, you need to repeat the environment thing. Okay. First, I need to check if I have an environment other than my college environment. I can select it and I can work normally. If not, I can go to the setting, admin center, environments, create a new, put your name, keep all the setting default and save. Okay. So after creating the environment, in a few minutes, I will find it under here and I select. After I select it, I go to new table, table advanced properties, give the table name, save it, and start creating my column. Okay? Most of the platform we can create inside the environment. In some cases, because some of the you cannot create above your school or your company environment. So you can create a trial environment for yourself to try to build a table. هلا worst case scenario, if you couldn't make any of this, it's easy. Table. We have a lots of table. You can build your Canvas table, a Canvas app using contact, let's say. So I will do it before we end our session. So the first step, I create a table, then I create a Power App using Dataverse. Now I can create Dataverse with a pre-built table inside the Dataverse. Create app using Dataverse. You can select Arabic but for the sake of the demo, keep all of the setting by default, please. I will select the Dataverse selection. Yeah, you have all the tables here. This is the new table I selected, I created. But if you couldn't create a table, select contacts. Contacts is by default created by Microsoft inside the Dataverse. So step 1, create a table. Step 2, create the Canvas app. If you have a problem with the Office 365 environment and you cannot create your own environment to a table, you can go and select one of the pre-table. So I build it, and here it is, the contact, email, and the phone, etc. Save it. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. I need to add the full name also. Let me check with it. Okay. Any question? Yeah, it's needs some, Muhammad, it needs some time to reflect it inside your environment, to be reflected inside the table. To create a table inside Dataverse, yes, you need to click the table. You can create table with advanced properties. Okay. Any question? Yes, successfully created, but it need time to be published into your account. Thank you very much, and good luck with your projects. And I will see you next session.
Thank you so much, Tariq, for your time today. And apologies for taking longer.
No problem.
Just a quick reminder for everyone, please make sure to fill in the feedback, the attendance form, sorry, if you haven't done already. And thank you so much for attending today's session, and looking forward to meeting you in coming sessions, inshallah. Thank you, and wishing you a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, can I have a question?
Yes.
Yes, please go
I
ahead.
have problem with my Microsoft account. So can I do the attendance like it will be opened until what?
Do you have a problem with your Microsoft account?
Yes.
It's fine if you just simply mention the email, put the email in the attendance form.
Okay.
You can just add it, and then you can fix the issue later on. But we just need to check, make sure that you attended the session today.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Sure, Syed. هلا my colleague will add the link one more time.